Now please have a seat. Please all focus with me. See, miss, I shall start, okay? Please, I don't have to waste the time. You must. Or back with me. Yes, this is not my business. Let's start now. Next time, inshallah, we will. Now here, what do we have? Revision sheet. Please, I need to continue today because if I cannot continue, some of the ideas may come with you in the quiz. So please focus with me. Keep your questions to the end of the class. Got it now? Yeah, let's start. Now, online.
Yes, teacher.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Now, let's start now talking about the roots. All of you now, phone, please, miss. Come, up to you. Now, what do we have here? No. Take it. No. Really? No, miss, next time, put it in the rubbish. Now, here, what do we have? Yes. Miss. No, online. Yeah, miss, this is not mine. I have to start now. Now, what is the square root? A number that is multiplied by itself it has to be done under the square root. What do I mean by it? Now, times 3 is 9. So that means the square root of 9 is 3. Why? Because when I multiply, what I said now, I said square root. Square root. Do you remember I said today is the 2 squared or 3 squared? Now, if we say it, now 3 squared, it means 9 because it means I have to multiply 3 2 times 3 times 3 to get what? To get 9. Yeah, miss, I said 3 times 3. Please. 3 squared is 9, which is mean 3 times 3 is 9. So now, if I put now the square root of this number 9, it means I need to take the number without the exponent, which is this one here.
Teacher, it is not division.
Sorry?
Is it like the division?
No, it is square root. Square root means, I know that 3 times 3 is 9. So that means the square of 9 will be 3. Or I ask you now, what is the number that you multiply it 2 times, you get 9? You tell me it's
3.
What's the number? Now, you multiply it 2 times, you get square root of 16. What is the number that you multiply it to? 4. So that's mean when I asked you now, what is the square root of 9? You have to say 3. What is the square root of 16? You have to say 4. Now, if I ask you now, what is the square root of 25? What you have to say now? You ask you a question. What is the number that I have to multiply
5
times to get 25? What's the number will be? 5. So now
5.
I just 4, 16, 9, 25, 36. What we call them? Perfect square number. Perfect square number. Only 3, because I told you what is the number that you multiply 2 times to get 9. So, yes. Let's remove the dumb thing. You are in the test. No, you can't understand. So now here, the square root, this is now the sign of the square root. If you see it like this, it's mean what? Square root. What is the sign? Square root. It means it represents the square root. Now, you have to know something now that, what do I have to do something now? Now, just let's continue. Now here, let's repeat. 4 times 4 is 4 You have to, this is 4 to the power 1, to 4 to the power 1. You multiply them, you get 4. Sorry. You get 4. You then add 1 plus 1 to be 2. So 4 times 4 is 4 squared. 4 squared. 4 times 4 is 4 squared. Then now, we say it here. Yes, square root of 9 is. Now here, we have 4 squared. So now, you put, now, we have 4 squared, okay? Now, when you put it under the square root, this square cancel the 2. Now, it means that square root of 16 is 4. This is not I want you to know. But as I want to know now, what is the definition of the square root? If I told you now, what is the definition? Or what is the square root of 16? Just you have to think about a number. You have to multiply 2 times to get 16. What the number will be? 4. Now, if you have now negative square root of 16, what you have to do? You have to know something. The square root is only for the positive number. And you don't have square root of negative 9, as an example. This is not real. If you talk about real numbers, if you talk about a big one, we said we have real numbers, rational or irrational or integers, blah, blah. Now, the square root of negative 9, this is not real. This is another family. So, the square, it's not existed. Don't say it's negative 3. This is not real number. Okay, it's imaginary number. في real or في imaginary. We talk about in grade 7 about real. This is imaginary number. This is, so I want to know that the square number only for positive numbers. Okay? Now, but what do we have here? We have negative square root of 16. This is okay because the negative sign, it's not under the square root. It is out of the square root, so it's okay. I have to find the square root of 16, which is 4, then I will get the negative sign. So the answer will be negative. Here, you have to multiply 4 times 4, which is 16, then multiply it by the negative 4 to get negative square root of 16. But then we need. Yes. Which? No, here, this is square root of 16, it's 4. Hello, this sign, just write it. So, yes. Yes, which we can say, or means 4 by 4 times 3. So now, the most important here, you have to know that, what is the square root of 16? 4. 25 is 5. So you have now, I will give you a table. This is for the perfect square numbers, which only are rational numbers. The other numbers are irrational. Let's see here. Yes. So now, what do we have? 0, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. These are the square root of numbers from 0 to 10. Now, if you see the square root of 0 is 10. Yeah, now this is up to number 10. But 11 times 11, 121. But this is the most important. Now, I ask you now at the quiz, as an example, square root 49. Okay? Now you have to think that square root 49 is what? It's 7. And 7 is rational or irrational? Rational. So you say now?
Rational.
Square root, yeah. Square root of 49 is 7, which is rational. So if I asked you now to which subset is the square root of 49 is belong, and I give you a choices like rational, irrational, you have to say it's what? Rational. That's it? Only these numbers. What we call them? Perfect square. Perfect means I have to multiply 1 times 1, 2 times 2, the same number. Square root of 4 is what? 2. Square root of 9, 3. Square root of 16, of 25, of 36, of 49, of 64, of 81, and of 100. Yes, all of these numbers are rational, yes. Now the other square roots, as an example now, square root of 48. Sorry, this is not 8, okay? Right? Now square root of 48. Now I told you 49 is rational. 48 will be irrational. So the number between 36 and 49 is irrational number. But only 36 and only 49 is rational. Yes, yeah, I told you an example. Yeah, between 1 and these numbers exactly are rational numbers. Okay? Now, let's now take this example. Yeah, let's start with you. What's your name? Hamila Tamara. Tamara. Habiba or Tamara. Yeah, here now. Square root of 49. Yes, yeah. 7. So here, now what I have to do? I have to tell me now, after we find the answer, you have to tell me it is whole and integer and rational or irrational. You have to remember everything. Yalla, now she told me that square root of 49 is what? 7. Now, is 7 natural number? Is counting number? Yes, so it's natural number. Now, yeah, let's see. Just, I will explain you now. Here, let's remember. Here we have, I hope that I can see it. Yes, next time when I press erase, it will not erase. Inshallah. Look here. Here what do we have? We have, let's remember that we have, I press erase. This one. Here now. Did you see the white screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So what do we have here now? Let's remember. We have real numbers. Now we have here something we call it not real. As I told you before, square root of negative 9. This is imaginary. This is cannot be. So this is not real. This is talk about it later on. Now let's focus on real numbers. On real, what do we have? We have irrational and we have rational. Now, the rational, we have an integers. And inside the integers, we have the whole. And inside the whole, what do we have? Natural. Now, yes. Now, how did you understand? Here, like draw arrows. Yeah. If any number is natural, so it is whole, so it is integer, so it is rational. If you go from the inner to outer, so you have to say it's correct. Yes, every. But if you go from the outer to the inner, it's not correct. Which is not correct. That always happens. What do I mean? I mean like not all the integers are whole. Not Now, not all the integers are whole because I'm going from the outer to the inner. But if you go from the inner to the outer, you will say every. But if you go from the outer, let's say like from here to here, you say not on, not every, not every, not every. Now, what do I give you now? Another example that exists here. Now you are, yeah, I'm sorry. Natural. Now, as an example, I'm live in Sahafa. My home is at Sahafa district, okay? Now, this is my home. Now, I am now on the type, okay. Here, we have rational. We have rational, integer, whole, and natural. Now, my home is natural number. And I live now in Riyadh. My home is natural. I lived in Riyadh. Now, my home is in Riyadh. And Riyadh is in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia is in Asia. So, now, what does it mean? That if I lived, or if I'm living now in Sahafa, that means I must be in Riyadh, I must be in Saudi Arabia, I must be in Asia. But if I am in the big circle, which is Saudi Arabia, if I live in Saudi Arabia, does it mean that I must be in Riyadh? No, I could be in Jeddah or in Mecca or Medina or so on. So that means not everyone, not every citizen that is lived in Saudi Arabia must be in Riyadh. Like not all the integers are whole number. And if I told you now I live in Riyadh, that is suppose that I am in Sahafa district? No, it could be in Muruj, in Malaz, and so on. Yes. Got it now? Did you remember now? Yeah. Yes, natural, they are counting. When you count how many speakers, you have to say 1, 2. Did you start counting from 0? No. Yalla, now, let's go back to see. Now, let's. Integers, yeah. Now, so 49 is what? 7. So 7. Yeah, 7 only. Square root of 49 is 7. Yeah, but I want the number only without multiplying it 2 times. Now 7, is it whole? So we'll see. It is natural. Is it now? Yeah, I told you, moving from outer to inner. Is it integer? Right. Is it rational? So now, if I classified then you will say that this. Yeah. What? خلاص without it. Now, negative whole number like 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, negative, yeah, miss, wallah, we have a lot of things. Negative square root of 36. Look, first of all, I have to find the square root of 36. What is the square root of 36? 6. So 6 and negative. Now, is it natural? No, it's not natural. Is it whole? No. Is it integer? Yes. So it is. And it is. It's rational. طيب now here. Cubic root. What do I mean by cubic root? 3 times. Now, cubic root of 27. Number, when I multiply 3 times, I get 27. Let's try number 2. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. 5. Let's try 3. 3 times 3 times 3, 27. So the cubic root of 27 is a 3. Now, stop. Focus about this one now here. Square root of 16 over square root of 36. This is very important, okay? Very important. What is the square root of 16? 4. And what is the square root of 36? 6. Now, is it natural? No, I say counting number. So it's not natural. Is it whole? No. Is it integer? No. I told you must only numbers. Is it rational? Yes. Because I told you if the number is a decimal or fraction, it's only rational. It's not integer. Whole or rational. Like what? Whole. Natural, rational is all of them. But you have to know that when you study, you know that 1, 2, 3 are natural. Remember what? Yes, it's natural. Yeah. But okay, but keep it as yes. Aywa, bravo. If I told you now this one, to which belong? If I say natural, ولا whole, ولا integer, rational, circle only rational. I will not give you the answer. I will give you now to which subset. Like this rational or not. Yes. Yes. يلا. Yes. I give you no. If it is like, and I will not give you like this. I give you like 3 and all of the above. You say all of them. Okay.
Teacher,
It's okay. Yes. No. Yes.
teacher, number 3 in the worksheet, the answer is 3, but it is whole number, like it's
هلا here it's natural. For this number 3 here, it is natural, whole, integer, or rational. Like number 1.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Miss Wallah, we have a lot here. Natural without 0. That's it. Yalla, now, yeah, Miss Yalla, we have 15 minutes. Now here, what do we have? Negative. Focus on it. Only to continue. Negative 3 over 4 divided by negative 8 over 2. Okay? Don't say how please. The first one, I will keep it as it is. Then change the division to multiplication. Then write the reciprocal of يعني 8 over 12. It will be 12 over 8. Now then, yes. Now then, what do we have here? Let's now simplify. We can, yes, here divide by 4 is 1. Divide by 4 is 3. So now, negative 3 times negative 3. Here we have negative, okay? So negative 3 times negative 3, positive 9, yes. Over 1 times 8, 8. Now, is the answer rational or irrational? fraction. So now the questions will come like this, okay? May I ask you, this one over this one, is it rational or irrational? You have to know that it's rational. I will not ask you about the final question, the final answer. I will ask you if it is rational or irrational. Here you have to simplify. No, you have to multiply. Simplify it to get the final answer. Yes. Okay? Yes, that's only. I will not ask you find the answer. No. Find it in your paper, then look at the number. If it is rational, all blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes. Yalla, let's go to the second one. Yes, negative, positive, decimal, fraction, and so on. Yalla, let's go to the second one now. Negative 4, keep it as it is. Change, multiplication. And here we have mixed number. How you write the mixed number? Yes. So 4 times 9 plus 1. So this one here is a mixed number, which is 37 over 2. Now, if you want now to write it, so what do you have to keep? First, negative 4, change the division to multiplication, and write the reciprocal of 37 over 4. What is the reciprocal of 37? Don't worry, let's just here. Don't find it. Just say 4 times 4, 16. Negative 16 over 37. Now, is this rational or irrational? Why irrational? If I told you, can I write it as a fraction? Can I write it? Irrational, that is not terminated and not repeating. Here now, can I write it as a decimal? This is sorry, as a fraction? Yes. So because it's a fraction, so it is rational. Now, what is the irrational? Irrational like 2.35721. Yes, it's not terminated. Yes. Now here, okay. Yes. Now let's go to the second one. Yes. Now here. Yeah. Let's go here. We have.
Sir, I didn't finish writing.
Miss, I will give you a solution on Tessera today. Now here, 49. Yellow. What is the square root of 4? 2. And 49, 7. It is rational or irrational? Rational. Now, what is the square root of 7 over look at me. Square root of 7, it's irrational. And the square root of 7, it's irrational too. But since I divide them, it will be cancelled. So the answer is 1. So is it rational or irrational now? Rational. So focus with me here. Because square root of 7 is not rational. But because I divide it into the same number, it's cancelled. If I divide it into like square root of 7, if we have square root of 7 over square root of 8, it cannot be cancelled. So we have it as not rational. Okay? It's 1, 1. It's cancelled. So the answer is 1. So it's going to be rational. Got it now? It's 1. It's cancelled. 1. It's only in division. If you have the same square root are the same, they are cancelled, the answer will be 1. So it's rational. Now, number 6. I told you, irrational. Here, look at this one now here. Square root of 7 over 1. What the answer will be? Is the square root of 7 rational or irrational? Irrational. Got it? Because I told you, if R we have on the previous table, we talked about it before, this is rational. But here we have 7. 7 is not perfect square. So it is irrational. Now, up to now, do you understand everything? Okay. Yeah. Yes. Here now, look at this one here. What do we have? The square root of 7 over the square root of 13. Can we cancel them? No. Irrational, يعني number irrational over irrational. So the answer will be irrational. Yeah, keep them right. No, I will not ask you to find them. Just say rational or irrational. Okay? This one and this one. Here, square root and the perfect square over perfect square. 2 over 7, which is a fraction. So it will be rational. We have, we have an answer for that. We have a perfect square. But for 7, do you have a square root, a number that you multiply it 2 times, you get 7? No, so it is irrational. Yeah, now. Yeah, now. Now here. The square root of 7 over negative square root of 13. What is the answer? Are you sure? They are not the same. So it could be. No. Teacher is a whole number. So it will be irrational. Bravo. Now here, 0. If they are square root of 7 over negative square root of 7, the answer is negative 1. So it will be rational. Now, 0 over square root of 13. 0. And it will be rational. Got it now? Do you have any question? 0 over square root of 13. Without. Solve the answer. 0 over square root of 13. 0. 0 is rational. Now, here. Like this, the questions will come. I will give you more examples, more questions like this. You have to be very accurate. Here, what do we have? 9 and 2 over 5. Is it irrational number? No, because here, as you see, it is 47 over 5. So it is irrational? No. Is it integer? No, because I told you the integer must be not decimal, not fraction. Is it whole? Is it whole? No. Is it rational? So the answer is rational. This is like the questions will come. I will ask you about square root of 5. I will ask you about square root of 7. Oh, yes, but maybe I have a square root. It's not. This is the lesson. Wallah, yes. 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 What 2? 9 times 5. 45 plus 2. So 47. Yeah. Now let's go to the last question. Alhamdulillah. Write all the classifications. I will not bring like this, but it will come like multiple choice. But if I ask you now about negative 12, you have to know which subset is negative 12 now. Is it natural number?
Yes, yes, yes.
Right. Is it whole? Is it integer? Yes. So it is integer. Is it yes? If it is not integer, it is rational. Now the second one. Square root of 100 is what? What is the answer? Wait. Square root of 100 is 10. So, because it's 10. Now, is it natural? Yes. Is it whole? Is it integer? Positive and negative numbers and zero. And rational? Yes. Now, square root of 10. Is it natural? Irrational. Rational. Bravo. Root of 10 is irrational. طيب, negative 6.8. Is it whole? Natural? Integer? Integer, no. Because I told you, integer must be numbers, not decimals. طب, look about this one. Is it terminated? Yes, it stopped. I stop here. So, because I stopped, so it doesn't be what? Rational. And zero. Positive, negative, zero. Not terminate, and it's you still right. I put like this. This is not terminate. Yes, exactly. Now 1/6. Yalla, is it whole? Natural? Fraction. So what does it mean? Rational. Bravo. It's a fraction. Decimals. Yeah, Mr. Please study. Fraction is rational, yes. Now, yalla, square root of 38. Now the other best did you understand well? Ashur? Type. Square root of 48. What is the number that you multiply it 2 times, you get 48? Is there any number that you multiply it 2 times, you get 48? Is there? We don't have. So what does it mean? Is it irrational? After the class. خلصنا الحمد لله. You get to 4 divided by 9. طيب يلا. No, yes. 2 numbers multiplied 24 multiplied by 24 is 48.
والله I love you.
ولا plus add it.
So teacher, see I wrote these so they can help me like to remember. Integer, whole, natural, everything.
لا, this is no. زودتيها. This is okay. بس just a minute. Stop recording first. يلا.